Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Tuesday the 21st, the day after the Boston Marathon, heading back home. Got this morning, went to take off, and decided we were going to try and figure out what route we was going home. We could go back home through Pennsylvania the way we came up, we could go through Rhode Island, never seen it before, or we could head over to Buffalo, New York, and hit Niagara Falls. So a little bit of discussion. Decided to head over to Niagara Falls just because of the fact we've never seen it. We had really no intention of going anywhere near it at all on the trip, so it's kind of an interesting little thing that you would have thought would have planned out a little better than that. But my plan was on the way home was to go down through New York City. I had a opportunity way back when we kind of first started the plan. I was going to try and hit a kayak rental slash sea tour slash dinner tour thing that they were wanting to hire me to make a video for YouTube and that, and give me a free tour and a few $100 to do it. Plans kind of fell through, wasn't sure we're going to do that or not, and now I'm kind of glad we didn't do that because it's been like weird cold snap this little trip, way colder than we thought it was going to be. So we didn't do that. We headed towards Buffalo, New York, got into basically Niagara Falls, I don't know, about 6:30, something like that this evening. Worked out great. There was no tours running. It's a little early in the season for the real good tours, and we were pretty late in the night. We were going to do that little behind the water tour to go check that out, where you can go back in behind the waterfall, and that didn't find that place. So we just ended up parking. Apparently they'd already closed the $10 a day parking spots, so we just parked out front. Nobody was there to take our money. Walked inside trying to find somebody to take our money. Couldn't find anybody. Said hell with it. Walked over to the falls. Kind of windy, kind of cold. Not bad. Got a couple shots. There's actually a ton of ice and snow at the bottom of the waterfall still. Really pretty. Gorgeous spot. Crazy noisy. Insane noisy. And insane amount of basically Eastern tourists. I mean, just crazy amount. Like half the signs are in Japanese, Chinese and stuff. It's just like that's their main market. Like their number one client is going to be from those parts of the world, and they cater to them heavily. Which, hey, that's where the money's at. They're coming in to see it. Set it up for them, make it happy, and take their money. So definitely had a great time. We ended up walking over. I was like, seemed a lot different. I really have not done much research on the Niagara Falls at all. I just see a handful of pictures here and there of it, and it was weird. We realized we weren't at the horseshoe side of it. Walked on up around, across the bridge. Walked quite a ways, actually. My friend I was with here ran a marathon yesterday. Felt pretty good walking. Stairs weren't as bad as they were yesterday, but she was definitely not one about there. The cold was kicking her butt. She still hasn't, I think, got over 100% the mental side of how cold she was yesterday. So we weren't out there forever. Did get to see it though. Absolutely so glad I went ahead and done that. Made that trip over there. We figure it took us about 2.5 hours out of our way and a few bucks in gas. You cannot miss Niagara Falls for a measly 2.5 hours out of your life and a few bucks in gas. So definitely awesome thing. I'm actually out here on my run tonight, keeping my run streak alive, and crossing the highway right here again. I better sprint out in front of this so I can hit by that car. So definitely want to do it. Went downstairs to the hotel where we're staying, asked the front lobby guy, hey, where's a safe place to run? Are there any running trails, blah blah, kind of neighborhood streets from here to get to? And he goes, I don't know about right front, tons of lights, tons of lights, other stuff they'll see, no big deal. It's like not even probably about a half mile long. We're into some weird spots, no big deal. Got my run in though. We're right in the town of Dunkirk is where we're at, out in Dunkirk, New York. The 5 minutes I've seen it driving into it, no idea what it's like, so really can't say much. There is an Enterprise rental car place here where you can rent the new Corvette Stingray, so that's kind of an interesting little thing. Not something I would do, especially not on a day we're traveling, all that kind of junk. So my plan was to actually head a little farther south from here. Pulled in to grab a little food and get some gas. Ended up, she was kind of acting kind of tired, no big deal. She, sitting around, she hadn't napped all day, which usually she'll nap on long car rides, and she didn't. I think she was a little wound up from the race yesterday. So we still got 14 hours of driving left, I think. I was kind of thinking about possibly heading on, like if I get another even 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours south of here, that'd put me in with 11 hours to drive tomorrow. I could have done that in one day. But if we don't make it tomorrow, not a big deal. I don't think I want to drive 14 hours straight through. We'll find someplace else to stop, knock it out, say maybe 10 tomorrow, and only have 4 hours the next day, or even split it up. 7 to 7 will be good. So whatever works out. But today was just an amazing day. Absolutely could not beat it. Really didn't have much food. We ate at Tim Hortons right here when we got in town at Dunkirk, and across the street was the hotel, one of the chains she really likes quite a bit. So I went ahead and said to hell with it and pulled in there. So, and if we stay at another one of those tomorrow night, we'll get a free night somewhere down the road. We got to find out when that expires for how long it lasts, because we're only going to have the extra night out, but we'll figure out where it's at and might as well go ahead and grab that. So can't beat, stay 2 nights, get 1 night free. Not a bad little deal there. So hopefully, and like I said, we won't need it on this trip, but maybe she'll find another race somewhere else near a Comfort Inn and she'll be able to stay there. So, but so glad we went and saw Niagara Falls. Absolutely it's just overwhelming how much power and how much just water is going through that thing. So I took my camera, didn't take my long lens like an idiot. I don't know what I was thinking. So didn't get the greatest photos I wanted, but got some photos, got some of the spray off it, splashed any kind of mist on us, and it was definitely a cold thing. So that's all I got for right now. I'm gonna get my butt back to running so I can get my butt back to the hotel, get cleaned up, and call it a night. So talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.